Hi everybody, I'm Malik Hudson. I'm here with team captain, 2017 indoor MAC champion in the triple jump, school record holder in the triple jump, also a part of the school record holding for about 400 meter team, Mike Ohiembor.
Hey man, how's it going? How you doing, man?
I'm good, how about you?
I'm blessed, can't complain at all. Glad to be here right now.
Yeah, we're glad to have you.
Excellent.
Yeah, so tell us where you're from.
My roots are originated in Nigeria, in Lagos, Nigeria. I moved here when I was 3 months old. Hometown America's in Dayton, Ohio.
So what made you choose University of Akron?
Akron, well, it was honestly during my senior year at the high school state meet where I had won the 400, then moved right along to the triple jump. And I asked the strength coach, Dominica, to stretch me, and I have no idea why. For some reason, I just felt like an instant connection there, and I'm like, yeah, this is the place I need to be. So, and 5 years later now, I don't regret that decision at all.
Oh, wow. So you're a senior now, and when you ran your first collegiate meet, what went through your mind when you had to step in the blocks and get on the runway?
My first collegiate meet, well, when I stepped in the blocks, I'm just in my head like, man, we here, it's time to rock. Like, man, they're giving you money, they give you a scholarship. Like, show them that you earned the right to run here. And then when I got on the runway, I'm just thinking, man, pretty much like the same thing. It's all universal, and I'm just in my head like, as Allah is my witness, we're here to show everybody, just out here to show everybody what I can do. So just mainly always in the zone at all times.
All right. So now how would you compare that to now? Like, has it changed?
Changed? I wouldn't say changed necessarily. Well, you can. I guess it's gotten more sophisticated. Like my thought process, my warming up, and how I, execute competition has gotten more sophisticated. Because before it was just pure adrenaline, pure hype. Now all that energy and excitement has just been converted to, being more strategical and just being more calm, relaxed, but still having that same fire, but still being able to pretty much keep your rational cognitive thinking to focus on what you have to do. And I feel like that will really help you a lot as you develop as an athlete.
With the people ahead of you being only centimeters apart, when you go into competitions, how do you respond to that, knowing that you have to compete against someone that's slightly better than you? How do you let that drive you? Does that throw you off a little bit? Or?
Oh no, definitely. It definitely drives you to go harder. Because like for example, as of right now, it's funny because the #1 leader in triple jump right now, Felix Obi, that's actually my cousin. So like now, when we see each other, it's just like, all right, yeah, we've been talking for weeks, so now we on the runway together. It's time to go. And actually, that has actually gotten. Whenever I'm jumping with him, I always, perform. That's usually when I perform the best or whatnot. And especially if you're on the runway or you're on the track with someone that's better than you, you're in your head like, man, if you're on the track, it's like, man, if I don't go with him, I'm going to get embarrassed out here, and you're not trying to get embarrassed at all. So you're going, oh man, you're going all out on the track or whatnot. You're gonna feel that butt lock. You're gonna look in that clock, you're gonna see PR, or when you're on the runway, when you get that big jump, you're gonna look in the sand. It's just like, oh man, I didn't know that. But meanwhile, that's all because the competition is driving you. So I feel like having people in that fight or in that heat that's better than you, it'll definitely force you to make a mental transition to, yeah, I have to get better or I'm gonna get embarrassed. So I always respond with a competition.
Okay. So what's your strongest asset of triple jump?
My strongest asset, triple jump. I have to say between my running approach and my second phase, those are the best. Those are the best parts of my triple jump.
All right. Can you explain to us the phases?
Yeah, I definitely can't explain the phases. I'll kind of have to stand up and demonstrate if that's fine with you guys. All right, welcome to Triple Jump 101 with Mike Ohiembor. So you're in the triple jump, you have the drive phase. You're standing, you're trying to position yourself. Your first few steps, you're pushing, trying to generate speed from a strong push.
Yeah.
And then from there, you're on the runway. As you come to the board, you want to step, get one rotation from a first phase. From your first to your second.
Yeah.
For the same leg. And then when you land, that's your third phase, and then you land into the sand. And that's a very dumbed down version of the triple jump. So that's pretty much what I do.
Okay, so I've asked you what's your strongest asset. So of course, I'm gonna ask you what's your weakest asset, and how do you make that part stronger?
My weakest assets. I actually have a few. Right now, probably my worst asset right now is my first phase. Actually, and what do I do to make my first phase better? I like to do a lot of I like to incorporate a lot of plyometrics right now. So pretty much box jumps, jumping over hurdles. I like to do a lot of stride bounds, one-legged bounding, pretty much just building strength and coordination in my hop leg, and also a lot of things in weight room to get my hips stronger because, with no hip strength or bad hip posture, that pretty much affects a huge concept of your, pretty much a huge portion of your jumps and whatnot. So I like to get my hips stronger and bound a lot, so I have more pop. I have more pop off the faces and whatnot, because I don't want to be in the ground as long. So the better in plyos I am, the more pop I have off the ground. So that's pretty much how I'm working to improve my phases right now, especially my first phase.
All right. So as a senior, you've already graduated, and you've taken all the classes. You've experienced what it's like to be a student athlete.
Yeah.
What would you take from your whole college experience?
Ooh, man, I could write a book with that. One thing I would take. Okay. Well, athletically, I would advise every athlete to, especially while you're young, if whatever freshmen are watching right now, whatnot, definitely take care of your body and do the little things, because, thankfully I went these 4 years without, any major injury, but I've also seen, a lot of people get injured and they never really bounce back from that, and that was all because they didn't do the little stuff. They didn't stretch before, after practice. They didn't take the cool downs and warm ups seriously. They're not in the training room. They're not in the ice tubs. They're not stretching or foam rolling at home. And, they never bounced back from injuries. And it never took them probably until their last meet or their last outdoor season senior year to start taking it seriously. But, by that point, unfortunately for a lot of people, it's kind of too late from there. So, as an athlete, I would definitely advise, especially the young ones, to take care of your body, because if you take care of your body will take care of you. If not, you're going to feel the wrath. And as a student, I'm pretty sure everybody has heard this from whatever YouTube blogger or any high school teacher, but yeah, procrastination is a devil. You'll have a project, your professor will say, yeah, it's not due for another 2 months. That 2 months will fly if you're not doing anything. It definitely will fly. Meanwhile, you're up at 3 a.m. stressing about how you're going to finish this project or how you're going to study for that test, when, you could have took little increments of time and just all right, let me do 1 page of this project or 1 slide, or let me study for about, some people say study for 3 hours a day, or I don't believe in that. 15, 20 minutes a day, just looking at the terms you need to know. It's not going to kill you. So procrastination is a devil, and not taking care of your body. Those are pretty much the 2 things that I've seen and learned what not to do during my 4 years.
Well, you heard it from Mike himself. Take care of your body and don't procrastinate. Thanks for showing up on the show.
Oh yeah, man. Thank you for having me, man. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem.